Hi, my name's Nick and I'm going to talk to you about the project Marco. It's a reverse proxy load balancer written in Go, and it uses the Docker API as its backend. Now, why would I write something like this? Well, I really wanted to write something that worked well with Docker Swarm, but also solve the problem for a single host. So traditionally you would put like an Nginx or a HA proxy in front, and then you would use some templating mixed with etcd or Zookeeper or something like that, like some kind of orchestration-y tool around that. But essentially the Docker Swarm project gives you a single API for the entire cluster of hosts, and I just wanted to use that without the overhead of running daemons on all my boxes. So as you can see, you can run this as a container on your single host and it'll route through to those, or you can have like three or four boxes and have your containers exposed out, and then using that Docker Swarm to route it all through. So let's get on to the demo, shall we? Like that's the best bit. So as you can see up in the top right here, I'm running my Marco container, and it's out on port 8080. I've also got a few other little bits and pieces, but mainly I've got a version of Docker Swarm running in a container as well, and just a little bit of Docker UI, but that's nothing crazy. So let's trail those logs for a bit. So as you can see, I've already been playing around. Now that we've got the logs going, let's go Docker. So this is my local command line. It's talking to that Docker Swarm container, which is actually talking to a swarm of nodes. So there's three of them, and as you can see above, I've got this little Golang hello world or hello thing running. And now let's populate some traffic to it. So as you can see, it came back with 42 found, and down here we also got this nice little message that says proxy2, and then this is the URL of the container. So how does it do all this? Like, how do I get containers going and make them discoverable? Well, the best way to do that is to actually show you load balancing. So I wrote this little script called loop.sh, but essentially all it does is pump out the date and it's going to curl it every second. Nothing too crazy, right? But it generates enough traffic for us to demonstrate. And as you can see down here, the container is responding every second. So let's go ahead and add a container. Now here's a command I prepared earlier. Now I'm going to run my container in daemon mode. I've got I'm allocating 128 megs of memory to this container. I'm going to publish all my ports. So in this case, the only port that's actually being exposed is port 8080. So as you can see above with this other container, but it's going to publish port 8080 to a random port. The beauty of this is that basically, yeah, it's an exposed URL, and the Marco project knows to look at port 8080, like containers exposing 8080, and it knows to route through to them. That's all configurable as well. So if you have Solr containers on 8983 or something on port 80, or I know Ghost uses 2365, I believe, so you can configure that so those can be picked up as well. The final step is to group them by a domain, so then they can actually be discovered by that domain. So as you can see, we use an environment variable and just say domain equals test.dev, which is what I'm using up here in the top left, and then my container. So let's go ahead and add one. So I've added a container. As you can see in the right here, we also got this message, added container, test.dev, and then the ID of the container into rotation. So that means we now have another container to play with, and as you can see, it's doing it's got 49171 and 49168, which, as you will see in here, are the random ports that are being exposed. So, and this is all on the first node. So let's make things a little bit interesting and start spinning up a few more containers so then we can get them on a different node, right? So as you can see, we've got 63 and it's being exposed on a random port. As you can see, it's starting to be used. It's in the rotation. So, and if you really want, we can go a little bit crazier and just add a whole bunch more if we really want to. So I just added a couple more. So pretty neat, hey? So, and then we can, at the end, if we're like, hey, we don't need all this this resource anymore, we can just spin them down. And as you can see, we're getting messages right here saying, hey, you know, containers are being removed out of rotation. And the thing to point out here is we're using a mixture of the Docker API itself when we fire up the project to populate a list, a manifest of all the containers, but we're also using the event API, so then when you add containers it'll update the list. So that's how we're able to add containers in and remove them at the end. So after all that, you can see single containers now serving again, all done. For the roadmap, the next thing is to make this a bit more pluggable. So in terms of the load balancing right now, it's just using a random algorithm, so it just determines a random port and just sends it out via that. But I want to make it pluggable so then we can add things like round robin and whatever other crazy load balancing algorithms we want to use. But for now it's just random. So thank you for watching my demo, and let me know what you think in the issues or via pull request. Thank you.